It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, Texas Tech, new to the college football playoff conversation last year. Their game did not go according to plan. After a great season, didn't really showcase their strengths in the playoff game against Oregon. They have another opportunity today, but the Ducks, no, they cannot let this terrific Texas Tech defense get going today. They want to come out and sling it early and put them under duress. I'll keep you posted on how it's going here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Oregon's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll go play action with Moore. Now rolling to the left. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 39 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside. It's Dickey. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. The run inside, it's Dickey. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Over the middle, it's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Falter, Bill Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Flying out to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
He's loose on the left. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31.
This four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Into the end zone for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dante Moore rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. More to the air again. The quick out. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they
got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Number 39, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a
He lobs one high down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Throwing Moore. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Wide open space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll start the return inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore. He wants it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Running to the left. Makes a man miss. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 14 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's USC not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Hands it off on the counter. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds his tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Sends it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Moore will throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. On the run, it's Dickey. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Here comes the heat. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. dumps it to the back. Williams open on the right side. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Throwing more. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
He's taken down at the 40. It's 3rd down.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He might want another play. Scanning the field is Hammond. Makes the catch. It's Carter.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Running inside, it's Dickey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Pressure coming. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Complete on the left to Williams. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hammond. Might be looking to run. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
The run inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. I know both of these teams were ranked